Hello everyone, welcome to the Microsoft Fabric Practical Implementation Series. This is the second in our video series where we use Microsoft Fabric to guide the launch of a new business. I'm Easy E of Murdoch Martin Consulting, where we make technology easy. If you're not familiar with Microsoft Fabric, the data engineering experience is where you will design, build, and operate the systems used to collect, transform, and prepare large volumes of data. The foundation of the data engineering experience is built on Apache Spark and other Microsoft technologies. In the next 5 minutes, I will walk through an introduction of lakehouses, data warehouses, and Power BI data marts in Microsoft Fabric. Mostly, I'll focus on the value of using lakehouses and demonstrate how to create them. We'll begin by using a case study of an organization called Upcycle Build. Upcycle Build is focused on the reuse of building materials and is launching a data platform as the foundation for their business. In our previous video, we demonstrated a few of the tasks that a global administrator or data analytics administrator would need to perform to set up the Fabric environment. We covered how to create the Microsoft Fabric user groups and workspaces. In this video, we get into the fun stuff. I'll take on the role of a data engineer. Data engineers design, build, and maintain the systems for collecting, storing, and processing large volumes of data. If you like data and problem solving, you may find a rewarding career as a data engineer. Upcycle Build will be ingesting raw data from many different sources using a variety of formats. To manage the data quality lifecycle, we'll use what is referred to as a medallion architecture. A medallion architecture stores data in 3 distinct layers or zones. Each layer represents the quality of data. The raw data layer maintains the initial state of the data. As it was ingested from the source, it is appended incrementally and increases over time. So as my organization grows, I need an efficient and low-cost method for storing these files and tables. The enriched layer contains a validated set of data. While this data provides the information needed for in-depth analysis, it's not yet optimized for large-scale usage. That brings me to the curated layer. The curated layer contains the data sets or semantic layers, which have been refined and aggregated for powering end-user analytics, machine learning, and production applications. Upcycle Build will be ingesting terabytes of data in both structured and semi-structured formats. Examples of semi-structured data are CSVs, Excel, and JSON files. Examples of structured data include SQL databases and data available in Dataverse. A lakehouse is a collection of files, folders, and tables that are used by the Apache Spark engine and SQL engine for big data processing. Spark is the most widely used engine for scalable computing. Spark distributes the workloads across multiple compute nodes and can run faster than most data warehouses. When using Delta formatted tables, the Lakehouse provides additional enhanced capabilities. Data Warehouse in Microsoft Fabric supports the full transactional SQL capabilities, including the ability for object level security in a column, row, view, and function. To support the requirements for Upcycle Build, we'll be deploying both Lakehouse and Data Warehouse technologies. There are 2 different lifecycle concepts to think through before we start ingesting the data. The medallion architecture helps us manage the data quality as we progress it from raw data to the curated data available for our end users. The other lifecycle is our development lifecycle. As our Upcycle Build data engineers build notebooks and pipelines for ingesting the data, they'll need a place to do their development work, a place to test the solutions, and the ability to promote their code to production. So I've logged on to Power BI as a data engineer. Along the left border, I can navigate to different components that I've been authorized to use. I've been defaulted to the Power BI experience, which I will use later. The bottom icon allows me to easily switch between the different experiences. By switching to the data engineering workspace, I'm presented with the tasks needed of a data engineer. When I click Create, I notice that my workspace is where new items will be created. My workspace is a great place for me to learn, but right now I want to create a lakehouse in the data engineering dev workspace. So I click on workspaces in the navigation bar. Because I created my workspaces with a long name, it's hard for me to see which workspace is for development and which workspace is for production. In the future, I might consider shorter workspaces for usability. Right now, I can hover over the workspace names. After selecting the Data Engineering Dev workspace, I'm now able to create the lakehouse in the appropriate environment. For upcycle build, I will have multiple lakehouses in the Dev workspace. One focused on my foundation data, that is the data that is owned by the data engineering team. I will also need to have lakehouses organized by data category area, including the product management organization, the customer support organization, and data to be consumed by my external customers. This concludes the video for creating lakehouses in Microsoft Fabric. In this video, I introduced when to use lakehouses and when to use data warehouses. I also created lakehouses for development. These lakehouses are the start of our medallion architecture, supporting both raw and enriched data. Stay tuned for the next episode where I continue the role of a data engineer. In the upcoming videos, I will work with Spark to create a date dimension table and ingest some raw data into our data lake.